ẹ̀yìn tí gbogbo wa ní. Ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ ooo. Torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ níwálé. Àjò lè dàbí ilé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan níwálé. Kéde. Bye for me. It's time for Africa to go dance. It's time for Africa to go dance. It's time for Africa to go dance. It's time for Nigeria to go dance. It's time for Nigeria, let's go dance. It's time for Africa, let's go dance. It's time for Africa, let's go dance. AFC, take it back. Take it back, action. It's time for Nigeria, let's go dance. Let's go dance, 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 let's go dance. Nigeria, Nigeria, oh Nigeria, let us take it back. Nigeria, Nigeria, oh Nigeria, let us take it back. Oh yeah, let's go dance. Stop your feet. Oh yeah, let's go dance. Stop your feet. Oh yeah, let's go dance. Stop your feet. Oh yeah, let's go dance. Oh yeah, let's go dance. Oh yeah, stop your feet. Oh yeah, like a man, no. Oh yeah, like a man, no. Oh yeah, stop your feet. Oh yeah, stop your feet. Nigeria. Nigeria, let us take it back. Nigeria, oh Nigeria, let us take it back. Oh yeah, like a man, Lord, let's go dance. Oh yeah, start your feet. Oh yeah, start your feet. Oh yeah, let's go dance. Oh yeah, start your feet. Oh yeah, let's go dance. Oh yeah, let's go start your feet. Shake body. Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Break your leg down. Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, do me a roll. Shake body. Shake body. Break your leg down. Oh yeah, shake body, move body, shake body, Move body, father. What? Father. Everything I do, I don't get I deliver. Everything I do, you just never never. I just want to say thank you to you. They want to break it in with it so. Father. Father. Break it in with it so. Father. They want to break it in with it so. Father. Father, I am living like I'm getting in the woman. Never forget where I come from, I forget. I just want to say that it's you. Never live for making any words at all. Father. Emergency, you never see the problems. 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 Baby, come to the door. 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 Baby, baby, tell me what's your name. Baby, tell me what's your number. Baby, tell me what's your name. Baby, tell me what's your number. If you see your softness, if you see your soft number, baby, tell me what's your name. Baby, tell me what's your number. If you see your softness, cause I'm back and sitting down. Ha! Emergency, you never see me. Emergency, you never see me coming soon. Emergency. What? Oh yeah, Sowore. Come and take it Nigeria. Oh yeah, take it back in Nigeria. Sowore. Come and take it Nigeria. Sowore. Take it back in Nigeria. Sowore. Sowore. Omoyele Sowore. Come and take it Nigeria. Sowore. Take it back in Nigeria. Sowore. Omoyele mi o Sowore. Come and take it Nigeria. Sowore. Take it back in Nigeria. ABC ti gbogbo wa ni. Ó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́. Torí kò sí òmíràn sí ayé lọ. Àjọ olè làbí ilé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọwọ́ pọ̀ láàfin ọ̀ṣọ́gbọ́. Kéèké. Sowore. Come and take it Nigeria. Sowore. Take it back in Nigeria. Sowore. Nàìjíríà Sowore. Ìwọlé àwọn tó lówó, àwọn tó lọ́lá, àwọn tó lálàáfíà. Àwọn tó lówó, àwọn tó lọ́lá, àwọn tó lẹ́rẹ̀ẹ́ lòlò. Ha! Àwọn ọmọ ìdáyé ẹ̀yìn lẹ́nu. Àwọn tó tẹ̀yìn lẹ́nu dà wọ́n ti mú wọ́n ti lọ. Àwọn ọmọ ìdáyé ẹ̀yìn lẹ́nu pọ̀. Àwọn tó tẹ̀yìn lẹ́nu dà wọ́n ti mú wọ́n ti lọ. Give me money, oh. Bring me that people. Only me that could not know. Life's all about the money, oh. Give me the money, oh. Ha! Bring me that people. Only me that could not know. Life's all what? Oh, you know, yeah. Wọ́n bá wí lébi, wọ́n lọ sí lọ́wọ́. Àwọn ọmọ ti dábọ̀, máma lala bí, oúnjẹ tó bí dání, oúnjẹ tó bí mọ́mí, oúnjẹ tó bí olówó, máma tó bí olóṣì. Wọ́n bá wí níbí sẹ̀, wọ́n bá wí níbí, máa lọ sí bí ọ̀bọ̀n. Àwọn ọmọ ti dábọ̀ rí, máma lala bí bò, oúnjẹ tó bí dání, oúnjẹ tó bí mọ́mí, oúnjẹ tó bí olówó, máa lọ tó bí olóṣì. Wọ́n wà ní gbòòrò, ó ti ní sọ ní gbòòrò, òyìnbó ló fẹ́ máa bọ̀, òyìnbó lókù wọ́n dá, oúnjẹ tó bí dádì, oúnjẹ tó bí mọ́mì, oúnjẹ tó bí olówó, wọ́n lọ tó bí olóṣì, wọ́n wà ní gbòòrò, ó ti ní sọ ní gbòòrò, òyìnbó ló fẹ́ máa bọ̀, òyìnbó lókù wọ́n dá, oúnjẹ tó bí mọ́mì, oúnjẹ tó bí dádì, oúnjẹ tó bí olówó, wọ́n lọ tó bí olóṣì, wọ́n ní mo jọ sọ́yàrì, èmi ni mo jọ sọ́yàrì, wọ́n ní mo jọ Babangida, èmi ni mo jọ Babangida, wọ́n ní mo jọ Sowore, Omoyele, wọ́n ní mo jọ Sowore, Omoyele dé ìgbà, president wa, èyí tó pọ̀ lọ́nà ní, ó yá tó bí dádì, ó yá tó bí mọ́mì, ṣe bá wo owó ọ̀dì mi, ṣe bá wo owó ọ̀dì mi, ó jọ ti Sowore, ṣe bá wo owó ọ̀dì mi, ó jọ ti Sowore, ó yá tó bí dádì, ó yá tó bí mọ́mì, wọ́n ní mo jọ Sọ́ngẹ̀rì, èmi ò jọ Sọ́ngẹ̀rì, wọ́n ní mo jọ Babangida, èmi ò jọ Babangida, wọ́n ní mo jọ Sọ́ngẹ̀rì sẹ́, èmi ò jọ Sọ́ngẹ̀rì, wọ́n ní mo jọ Àtíkù, èmi ò ti fẹ́ kú, wọ́n ní mo jọ Àtíkù, èmi ò ti fẹ́ kú, ó yá tó bí mọ́mì, wọ́n ní mo jọ Sowore, ha! Omoyele Sowore, AAC, ilẹ̀kẹ́ tiwa, AAC, àṣẹlẹ̀kẹ́ tiwa, TakeItBack. Sowore, come and take Nigeria, Sowore, TakeItBack Nigeria, Sowore, come and take Nigeria, Sowore, TakeItBack Nigeria, Sowore. Thank you. TakeItBack, action.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your presence here today. We're very glad to have you. Take it
back.
Take it
Back.
Take Nigeria
Back.
Take our lives
Back.
Take our destinies
Back.
It's time to wrench our destinies back from the brigands who are currently ruling Nigeria. Yes. Let them know that we mean business. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the fundraising here in the Dallas Port of Metroplex. My name is Omoyele. I'll be comparing the event for tonight. Before we start, we will have opening prayer from one of our Christian brothers and another from our Muslim brother, and then we'll have a national anthem. For the Christian prayer, I want to call on Dr. Daniel to come and give us a prayer, please. Thank you so much. Please help usher him, please. Okay.
ANC, take it back. Action. That is great because you cannot take it back without action. Tonight we are grateful to receive here our own president, because we have to proclaim faith is something that speaks those things that are not as though they were. So we are proclaiming and professing into the future. You have to speak it until it begins to happen. So do not see your mouth. While you do action, I also want you to speak. Speak to somebody, speak on the destiny of Nigeria, speak on the destiny of Africa. I so much believe that as much as we speak, it is going to begin to resonate and it's going to bring the change. So let us honor God by standing up on our feet as we pray tonight to get this occasion started. I'm excited to be here. Do not bother about the number. We are full in this place. I have the faith that we are full in this place, and the Spirit of the Lord is going to be with us tonight, and we're going to do great things. Let us pray. Father, we want to thank you for tonight. First of all, we are humble for the fact that you have given us life, and you have made it possible for us to be here, to gather here as brothers and sisters, Lord, as people that have taken the business of our country serious. Because we know that one day you're going to ask us an account of what we did with Nigeria, of what we did with a lovely country that you gave to us. And Lord God, you look upon us as custodians. And therefore tonight, Lord, we owe you the responsibility to conduct the business of Nigeria in the way it should be. Father, we thank you for life. And Lord, we want to thank you once more for bringing our president here. Lord, from the foundation of the earth, you are choosing him, even as you said concerning Jeremiah, that I called you to be my prophet, even before you were formed in your mother's womb. Lord, you know, Father, Lord, Sowore, more than we do. Father, from creation, you know everything about him. And at this point, oh God, we want to thank you, because you have raised him, oh God, Father, to be a leader. And Lord, we are standing shoulder with him, oh God, putting energy and force behind him, that may you use him to fulfill the destiny for which you created him for. And therefore, for that reason, we want to thank you for his life. We want to thank you for protecting him and his crew that flew all the way from Nigeria to this place. Father, Lord, we want to pray that you that have made it possible for him to be here, Father, is going to also make it possible that his being here will be positive in the name of Jesus. Amen. Lord, I speak tonight that God, that which you have given into his hand, that mantle will not fall until it has fulfilled the purpose for which you gave him. Father, Lord, we might look that, oh God, he is young. We might even think that we don't have, Father, Lord, the population, the votes, or the voices that it takes. But we know that one with you is majority. When you decree a thing, oh God, it is certain. When you say yes, nobody can say no. When you say no, nobody can say yes. We are not going into this just as men. We are going with the force of God. We are going with the force of heaven. We are going, oh God, Father, we are backing. We say, back Sowore, oh God. 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 Back
He will go with you and you will conquer. He will go with you and you will rule. He will go with you and you will have victory. In the name of Jesus, multiply the voices, multiply the votes. Lord, open doors and make his path to Aso Rock to be clear, to be clear, to be clear, to be clear. In the name of Jesus Christ. Bless this meeting tonight. Make it a miraculous one and one that we shall live, Father, to reckon with. We give you the glory and the praise. We declare this occasion open. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen and amen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Daniel. Please, Brother Rocky. Thank you. So he will be giving us the Muslim prayer.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We give thanks to Almighty Allah for giving us a safe journey for everybody to be here. And representative, the reason why we are here, the man of the moment. We pray Allah mercy, protection be over you. Being in Nigeria, we know it's not an easy job, but you went to the north, to the south, east, west, and may Allah continue to guide you. I'll recite Surah Fatiha, because for every Muslim and for every prayer 5 times daily, that is one critical surah in Islam. And we know whenever that ayah is recited, the mercy of Allah, the blessing, is there for everyone. And please just say Amen at the end of my recitation. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Allah is the guardian. He shall guide you through all your journey to make that presidency for the unborn generation of Nigeria. Siratul Lazina alayhim alayhim. Geril Magdubi alayhim waladolin. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's rise for the singing of the national anthem of Nigeria.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Action.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really good thing. We appreciate you being here today. Before we go further, just want to recognize people who worked very assiduously to put this together. I'll call some names, and please rise and just take a bow and be acknowledged by the room. The first person is Mr. Femi Bitayo. Next person is Ms. Christina Bitayo. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Dr. Chidi Ogota. He's the Imo State Governor, gubernatorial candidate for AAC. And then Victor Adeyeri. Thank you so much for coming. Ms. Mary Adeyeri. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you. And Chief Williams Kenanaga, I hope I pronounced that correct. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me, please, can you help me? Okay, thanks. So we'll start in earnest. But before we do, just want to, say some things as a preamble to why we're here today. Because I want you all to be cognizant of the fact that this is not a trivial thing being here. It's a Friday night in Dallas. It's a fun city, quite honestly being. And we chose purposely to be here. And that's because we acknowledge the weight of what we're doing here today. The state of Nigeria is not a good one. The state of Nigeria is not a good one. I was looking up, some information as a prelude to this, and there's something called Human Development Index. So it's about, the educational attainment of people in the country, the status of the health of the people, as well as, GDP per capita. So of a total of 198 countries, Nigeria is 157. When I looked at the people in the vicinity, they were puny countries. I don't say puny to deride them. It's just that relatively they're small, lacking natural resources. So Nigeria shouldn't be swimming in those waters at all, right?
Yes.
What the politicians count on is our docility. They expect us to be docile. They expect us to be chasing banalities, things that are so trivial. It's the latest dance fad, or is it Chelsea versus Man U? They count on that a lot. Whereas our kids' lives are being wasted away. There's willful pillaging going on in Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's not trivialize what's going on here. Look at our peer countries. India, right? We were colonized by the British. They got independence a little earlier than we did. They were able to establish something called IITs, India Institute of Technologies. The alumni of IIT is currently the CEO of Google. So, let's think. It's time to start realizing that ABC, PDP, these are two rotten appendages of the same deceased tree, ladies and gentlemen. So it's time to start looking in a different direction. Because as somebody said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. For how long are we going to wait, to be in perpetual servitude of these people? The man I'm about to introduce right now, I've known him for about 20 years. He was student union president at the University of Lagos a couple of years before I did. And the history, the antecedents he left behind that I got when I got into office marked him out as a future leader of men. And it's time for us to sweep away that garbage about him not being experienced. Experienced in what exactly? Experienced in stealing people's money and putting 1,000 naira bill under plastic so that people can vote for you. Our kids' lives are at stake. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Omoyele Sowore, a fantastic activist, leader of men, entrepreneur, a solid Nigerian citizen who's been there every step of the way in fighting for a better Nigeria. Welcome him with me, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Omoyele. We're so glad to have you back. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Please have a seat. I'm not going to bore you too much tonight because this is my third time in Dallas, actually. First time we're here was a fundraiser. Second time it was a fundraiser. Now it's the third time it's a fundraiser. So probably Dallas is going to become the capital of Nigeria when we raise so much funds to liberate Nigeria. You deserve something big. Here today, directly flew in from Nigeria this morning, and it was a tail end of a trip to the southeastern part of Nigeria where we went in Enugu, and from Enugu we went to Onitsha. From Onitsha we went Aba, and briefly stopped in Sowore. And one of the beautiful things when we were in Omoyele was the banner of our governorship candidate, Dr. Chidi, who is the Miss. And they were asking for her, when I was going to see our governorship candidate, we had to tell them that she's waiting in Dallas for us to have this fundraiser, and then she would fly directly to Nigeria to commence our campaign. You know all the statistics. Last few days, Nigeria got some promotion again in the wrong direction. Nigeria has become the country now where a child is likely to die before the age of 5. That's the country that Nigeria is. Nigeria recently became the world poverty capital, taken over from India. And yesterday, there's another addition to that. Nigeria became the world's most terrorized country in the world. Is number 3. That is behind Afghanistan, I think Somalia. Nigeria is now number 3. So that is what we are here to change. And I don't need to tell you, we are up against very, very powerful forces. They are not powerful because they have ideas. They are not powerful because they are driven by any particular mission. They are not powerful because they are driven by because they are visionary. They are powerful because they have had a chance to loot the treasury of Nigeria over the last 58 years and keep that money over these years, and give a fraction of it on election day to our people. So in Nigeria, the law says that you cannot spend more than, I think, 1 billion naira for the election, otherwise you have to report your spending. At an average rally that they've had, 2 of the major political parties have had 2 rallies each. I think maybe 3 for the People's Democratic Party, and 1 is in Kano today for the APC, that's the All Progressives Congress. And they call them All Progressives, all present criminals in Nigeria. So forgive me if I don't know what to call them. They spend an average of $1 billion per rally. That is what they spend. And this is not from their own money. They're using state resources and using them to bribe people. But everything you see that's happening in Nigeria in terms of all the negativities that you read about, they are all planned to make Nigeria look the way it is today. In fact, I think one thing you have to give to Nigerian politicians, the current crop of politicians, is that they have done a very great job of pauperizing the Nigerian people. They have pummeled them over this year, they stripped them of any form of dignity, such that when it is time for them to have a rally of this nature, it's easy to rent people to come en masse to the stadium and say, hey, let's meet at the stadium. We want to teach you how to suffer more. And they pay them a little, some peanuts, and people will come en masse. It's the argument we are having now today is that people, if you meet an average Nigerian, they will say, we don't want the candidate of the APC, that is our ancestor, Muhammad Buhari, who's president now. And they will tell you, we don't want Atiku, who is also a thief. Well known, documented by the US Senate. For those of you who live here, you can read up on how he collected $40 million through bribery schemes through one of his houses in Potomac, DC. and they say to you, we want a young person with fresh ideas, and you ask them, of course, they'll tell you your candidate, the man standing in front of you today. But they're also very quick to say, well, he doesn't have money to give us, to bribe us, so that we can vote for him. Oh, we don't think he can win because he can't match these thieves. But the question we keep asking them is, for how long will these thieves ruin your lives before you realize that it's too late? We traveled around Nigeria. We did 100 events or more before they lifted the ban of campaign officially a few weeks ago. And since they lifted the ban of campaign, we've also gone back on the road again, especially in the northwestern part of Nigeria, where we travel to Jigawa, Kano, Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina. In fact, we made a triumphant entry to President Buhari's hometown at about 8 p.m. one day. The place is in darkness. And when we were entering the city, people were traveling with us. We traveled with about a 30-man crew. We were all scared. They said, well, finally, these people are going to push at us. So this is Buhari's hometown. This is his territory. You have come to step on the tail of the tiger. And I told them there's no tiger anywhere. These people are probably more disappointed in Buhari than you are. Lo and behold, when we walked into that city, the young people there were shouting, following us. They gave us another name. They called him Say Baba. Yes, and he started saying Say Bobo. Which is that, and I addressed them very good. I said, look, your Baba is tired. He needs to come back home and retire. And they were very happy. In fact, they were asking us to come back the next day because they kept screaming, Buhari has failed, Buhari is finished. So, but imagine that we didn't get the little opportunity that we get from you to be able to take the message to his hometown. None of you would have known that people in his own hometown have heard of him. The impression they create is this, lie that somehow Buhari has everywhere in the lockdown, or that Atiku has everywhere in the lockdown. Courtesy of Obi Ezekwesili, who is also a presidential candidate, she called Buhari and Atiku Butiku. That's Buhari and Atiku. The combination of their name is called Butiku. So these guys have no structure, they have no support anywhere. But unfortunately they have what I call retail outlets of corruption out there. They have their own shop rights of bribery and corruption, coercion, intimidation of voters, and that is what they are relying upon next year to win the election. But what I can tell you is that based on what we are seeing on the ground, Nigerians are tired of these people, and Nigerians are waiting. They can't wait to disgrace them during the polls. But we need your help. We need your support. This is the reason why I had to fly here for it took me 11 hours to get from Lagos to New York this morning. And it took us another 4 hours to get to Dallas because our flight was diverted to Memphis. And as we were traveling, you just, I say this all the time, if you want to have a heartbreak, just travel from Lagos, Murtala Mohammed International Airport to any airport nearby. It will break your heart. And I remember this morning, this afternoon as I was arriving in Memphis, somebody was screaming, said, this Memphis is even a city airport. It's not even a regional airport. And look at how great it is. It's better than Nigeria's international airport. You can't even compare a Nigerian international airport with a county airport here. It's the kind of leaders we have in Nigeria. I can't say it enough. I have been around Nigeria now more than any of the candidates. I've been saying this all the time. I challenge them. In fact, I have somehow done even more television shows than some of them. None of them is willing. The major candidates, I'm not talking about the younger candidates. No one of them is willing to even face TV cameras to speak to Nigerians, even though they control the media in the country. They are not willing, Buhari is not willing to do a one-on-one interview with any TV station or anchor. Atiku is also not willing because they have nothing to run on, they have no ideas to sell to Nigerian people. What they are doing right before our very eyes, they use their proxies to come and do debates. Sometimes debates are so puerile, you think you are watching a high school debate between two kids, like in a cat fight. And there's nothing in those ideas that, will show that these guys are, even through their proxies, they have no ideas to sell. In fact, we found out during our research that Buhari stole the logo of his next level from next year. I think they have another company in the US they stole the logo from. They steal our ideas every day. Every day these guys are always stealing anything. Everything I'm saying here tonight, they're watching. That's the good news. And by tomorrow, they are going to try to do something that I'm saying here. When we spoke about minimum wage, they stole the idea. But they still can't pay minimum wage of 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira is how much in dollars? Ladies and gentlemen, my maths is no longer as good as it used to be. What is 30,000? That's $30. That's Nigeria's monthly minimum wage. There are those of you who are sitting here who are going to get paid by sitting down here. Some of you are so lucky, you get paid $30 per hour. Yes, you're not going to work, but you're sitting down here, but somehow because of your skill set, you get paid even when you are asleep, That is the salary of a Nigerian worker per month, not per hour, per month. South Africa is doing better than us, but South Africa has moved on to 126,000 naira per month. And our proposal is for 100,000. As Omoyele mentioned here, Nigeria is the only country in the world that is doing as bad as it's doing in any category of countries with the same amount of resource available to Nigeria. Do you understand? So we are number 6 largest producer of oil in the world. Angola, that first 20 years of war, is doing better than Nigeria. And they are probably the same amount of production levels with us. Saudi Arabia started producing oil at the same time we produce oil. And look at what they're doing with their own. Not even, Venezuela, even with their situation today, is as bad as that of Nigeria. I was doing a show, because I do an evening show once in a while to raise funds. We call it our time on the couch. Some of you should watch it, and those of you who don't watch it, watch that. Some guy called from Libya, walked on Libya and said, I'm doing better in Libya than I would have been doing if I was in Nigeria. We have 24 hours electricity, even though we are at war. Nigeria at the time went and rescued a lot of Nigerians who were trapped in India. Half of them have returned to Libya, after they were rescued. So everywhere else is better than Nigeria. But we can keep talking about how bad things are. If we don't step up and take the country back, we are wasting our time. You can do all the analysis you want. You only become more paralyzed. That's what we call analysis paralysis. A lot of us are very good at it. We're always analyzing Nigeria's problem. Everybody who is doing at home on a short vacation comes back and analyzes more. Or you cry about it, or they stole your bag upon arrival at the airport, or you can't use the bathroom, or you couldn't even get from the airport to your house because there's traffic, because the roads are bad. Your cousins and brothers and sisters are waiting at the airport, they collect your money and disappear. It's not because they want to do it, it's because the country is broken. So, but how do we fix it? We have to fix it with men who have capacity. We have to replace money with ideas as a currency for engagement and leadership in the country. And we have to have people who have will, because a lot of the things that we hear from you guys is that, why don't all the young people who are running join hands together? It due respect, we are not the same. Right? Welcome.
TakeItBack.
Welcome. We are not the same. A lot of the young people who are out there, who are running because some of them just want to be on the ballot. Some of them are running as proxies, as we found out, on behalf of Atiku. Some are running on behalf of Buhari. We are not the same. We don't have the same level of experience. We don't have the same level of interest. We don't have the same level of ability to engage. And we can sit down here and talk about how experienced we are. But that's not going to solve the problem. The problem will be solved when we bring everything we have in terms of capacity and match that with vision and mission, and most importantly, action. And start to make things work. And I'll tell you, before I wrap up, that what we say in Nigeria is to start making little things work first. You know, things that you take for granted, little things. That's my experience, you know. Like, start with education by making sure that 6 classrooms are functioning in every village, right? You know, to start with roads, start with 30 kilometers of dual carriageway first, right? And move that to 100. And before you know it, the whole country is covered. We were in Aba, and we met the president, the governorship candidates of ABGA in Abia. We met Sowore, and he said before he ran for office, we brought in South Africans to measure how many roads are there in the city of Aba. Turns out that they're not up to 1,000 kilometers of, in the streets in the city. But you go to Aba today, it's one of the dirtiest places in the southeast. And they keep pumping in money there. Instead of fixing the roads, the governor of Abia, prepared to put signboards all over the place. Imo is even worse. Imo is governed by Rocha.
Who statue?
That one goes to anywhere he finds a corrupt president, he will come and erect a statue for him in his state. Yes, there's a statue for Zuma in Imo State. There's a statue for the woman who just finished her tenure in Liberia. Ellis, yes. If they hadn't stopped, he would have erected a statue for Anini, a former Agroba from Edo State, what used to be known as a Bendel State. These are the kind of jokers running our system. So the question we should ask ourselves is, for how long are we going to continue this nonsense? And in coming to the diaspora, we are not only looking for your financial support, we are looking for your influence. And I can't say it enough. Beside oil, the highest source of revenue for Nigeria are you people from the diaspora. Yes. Oil fetches, maybe about $30 billion. No, maybe yes. Something, I think our budget is about $35 billion a year. The diaspora brings in about $50 billion every year, just officially, right? But you don't even have a right to vote. But at least you have the right to call somebody at home and say, look, this is the person I want you to vote for. You have the right to support your candidate. And people listen to you, whether we like it or not. Each time you make a call, you probably have 10 people you can call to make the right decision. And the results are coming in a very, very interesting way to us. Everywhere we go, people will stop us and say, the only reason I'm voting for you is because my brother called me from Texas. So they said you are the best candidates. We didn't even know this. There are people who have been directly sponsored by the diaspora. They have adopted a lot of local campaigners for us, and we run into them all the time. They don't even know us. They just said, well, my brother asked me to be working for you. Already now, a lot of diasporans have contributed money and are supporting people who are already waiting to become polling unit agents for us. So you should continue to do that. Now we have set up programs where you can adopt a local government, you can adopt a ward, you can adopt a state and start working with them directly without even contacting us. But we are here tonight for a different purpose. We are here to raise funds directly so that we can support the campaign in such a way that even if we cannot match them money for money, we can match them idea with ideas, with little money. We are running a very, very lean campaign. Very lean campaign, but our campaign has been so effective so that very soon, I'm sure they will be learning how we did it in universities across Nigeria. And I'm not bragging, because the reason is that even the major candidates are wondering how we became so popular within such a short time with no money. How much have we raised so far? Officially, we raised from GoFundMe about $104,000. But that's a lot of money, Nobody in the history of Nigeria has ever raised money publicly on GoFundMe like we did. There was a governorship candidate of Aze, I think from Anambra State. He raised about $23,000. And we are the only ones, even among the younger candidates, who announce on a daily basis or on a regular basis how much we are making. So we also set up a Nigerian account, Zenith Bank, where we raised over 40 million naira. So what we raised on GoFundMe is about 36 million naira. But our local account has actually received more money from GoFundMe. So there's a challenge to you in the diaspora, for those of you who are using GoFundMe, to beat people at home. Because now you have woken them up and they are way ahead of you in terms of contributions we are getting from our Naira account as well. So between our Naira account and our GoFundMe account, we are right now close to 80 million naira from the public that we raised. But we've also received a lot of donations for people who are donating their homes, they are donating their roofs, they are donating cars. We just received 2 vehicles donated 3 days ago or thereabout from a guy who sends more vehicles to Nigeria. So before I sell them, you can use them after you're done, send it back, I'll sell them. We have people who donate. We just had the 15 megaphones donated from a guy who already donated another 15. So you can do all kinds of things to help the campaign become the new idea in Nigeria. As I have continuously stated, this is not only a revolutionary idea, but this is going to bring about a revolution in Nigeria. I'm not afraid to say it. But I'll say, finally, and I know this is my second finally.
Take it back! Take it back!
But I mean it this time. Is that there is a way that we can also engage with people who are not here. There are a lot of people who are still, who still haven't made up their mind whether they want Nigeria to be truly free or not. So many of them are not sure. A lot of people are torn between the depression of the politics of the past, and they are very anxious about the future. So they don't know. A lot of them will still say, how are we sure that if we get there, you will not be the same kind of persons we have been dealing with? What we tell them, and what you should tell them, is look at the history of the person you're dealing with. Look at his pedigree. Look at his interventions politically. You don't need to wonder that there's a difference between a Sowore and an Atiku, or Buhari, or the two of them combined together, Atiku. These are the same people. They belong to the same political party, branded in the front with different names, the same ideology. The ideology is stealing. Today, if you have a chance, go on Facebook, or you can find it online. One of them, Donald Duke, came out with a revelation is now going round. And he said, the reason I cannot support Atiku is that everybody is, the reason he cannot even be, he didn't want to be a flag bearer for PDP. He said, even if I'm PDP flag bearer, I cannot succeed in Nigeria. I said, there are too many thieves in PDP. And when I hear from Donald Duke used to be part of them. And I'm sure he's still part of them. I'm not saying he's not a retired thief. I confronted him before. But for him to come out and say that tells you that there is epiphany also reigning in the minds of the thieves themselves. They are now coming out to confess to the Nigerian people that if you don't vote for any of us, because as I have said, if Atiku becomes Nigeria's next president, he will put Nigeria on eBay. They will auction Nigeria off. It's as simple as that. And they are not pretending at all. You can see. Look at who is going to be Atiku. Atiku will be president. Saraki will be Senate president again. I mean, Benga Daniel is going to be a minister. All the indicted thieves in Nigeria, they are going to be there. But the same thing goes for Buhari as well. His wife came out also and confessed that Buhari is being held to ransom by 2 people. How can 15 million people vote for somebody and 2 people will hold him to ransom? And what I said to them on my Facebook page is, Nigerians should work with us. I will help you fire the 2 people who are holding him to ransom and the man himself, so that all of them can go and hold themselves to ransom in Daura,
Yes.
his hometown. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. You continue to make me proud, and when you ask sometimes where do I get the energy from, I get it from all of you. That's why you're always tired. Thank you. Thank you. So, MC, I want to also say something quickly about IFC, and it has to do with how we get, the question people ask us, who are the people who will work with you when you become president? Some of you have heard about IJG. His name is Malcolm Fabi. He came out of the University of Lagos with a first class, and now has a PhD. In fact, he got his PhD, I think, before he became 30 years old. Yeah, and he's an expert. This man beside me is also Omoyele. He was also a student union president at the University of Lagos. He also has a PhD, right? PhD. And I told earlier, I said he made the first class, but he followed me, and so he dropped to 1. That's why, parents used to warn their kids not to follow me at the University of Lagos. But everybody that followed us are doing well today, I don't want to disclose to you which class I made, so that you guys will not be discouraged not to name your children after me. These are some of the fantastic guys that we can't wait to bring back to Nigeria. And all of you here, your skill set. Nigeria is just waiting for all of you to come back to it and fix the place. The good news we have is, and part of the reason you see us coming back and forth with you with this engagement is that the Human Resource Department of Nigeria will be flowing with people who have, free services to offer, but have the best skills around the world. So it's still be a matter of time before we get to the moon, as soon as we have the right leaders. But without putting the right leaders in a position of authority, without electing the right people, Nigeria is not going anywhere. We are not even going to send a flying sauce into the air. It's not possible with this kind of characters that are parading themselves. And if we don't get it right now, well, too bad for us. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. And wish you guys the best tonight.
Thank you so much. Take it back. Take it back. Racing. I understand that food is ready, so let's help ourselves and then we'll continue. But before you go, just one point. just so we know how serious this is, okay? I looked up the pay for legislators in Nigeria. We're not the highest paid, as some people make you believe. The legislators in Nigeria are well paid, very well paid, but they're not the highest paid. But you know what's really bad? Compared to the per capita for Nigeria, the average Nigerian legislator makes 116 times. That's the highest in the world. 116 times. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let them steal you dry, okay? Let's go eat and then we'll continue talking. AAC! Take it back! Take it back! Action! Thank you so much. Let's go eat, please.
Poverty don't leave me for life. Sickness don't leave me for life. Infinity don't leave me for life. Oh, darkness don't leave me for life. Anybody me Break daddy wale. Anybody me Shop on pay abile pa o. Anybody me Kékeré àkókò ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àkókò ọkọ̀ ọlẹ́sùn fún alálàsẹ́. Olókùn ọlẹ́wọ̀n lódò àyàwó olóṣà. Olókùn ọlẹ́wọ̀n lódò àyàwó olóṣà. Ẹni mọ̀lẹ́ lọ́mọ sílẹ̀ tó máa lọ́mọ bí láyé. Ọmọkùnrin bá jí o, kó wà ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ adé ṣe. Ọmọkùnrin bá jí o, kó wà ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ adé ṣe. Ó lè lo ohun pẹ́pẹ́ tó wà lọ́wọ́. Rírẹ́kù ti gbére. Eré olóyin wọn. Rírẹ́kù ti gbére. Eré olóyin wọn. Àwọn lámì tó máa máa lù fèsì. Àwọn àlùmọ́nù tàná. Iṣẹ́ Olúwa ni o. Iṣẹ́ Olúwa ni o. Tó bá ṣèdèyàn á ti sí rego. Tó bá ṣèdèyàn á ti sí rego. Èsì ó take it back. Èsì ìwádìí ó take it back. Iṣẹ́ Olúwa ni o. Iṣẹ́ Olúwa ni o. Ó dá ẹ má dá mi dúró. Èmi ló mọ bàbá lọ́wọ́. Àní ẹ má dá mi dúró. Èmi ló mọ bàbá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ ò mọ ọbẹ̀ bá mi kójọ. Ijó ọmọ Sowore. Ẹ ò mọ ọbẹ̀ bá mi kójọ. Ijó àfihàn ọ̀gá aláṣẹ. Ẹ ò mọ ọbẹ̀ bá mi kójọ. Ẹ ò mọ ọbẹ̀ bá mi kójọ. Ijó sáré ló wọ́n dà. Kọ́ndé wọ̀n lọ́dọ̀. Kọ́ndé wọ̀n lọ́dọ̀. There's nothing we can count on in Nigeria right now. Everything is down. They want to come and take it in Nigeria. Sowore, come and take it in Nigeria. Sowore. Omoyele Sowore. Omoyele Rufai. Take it back, take it back. Oh, that don't Sowore, no, they say. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight. I say we shall always fight for our rights. We shall always fight for our rights. We shall always fight for our rights. Nigeria, you shall always fight for your rights. We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity look at you as a way, Sowore is my man. Sowore is our man. Sowore is our man. Majesty before me. Hey, Majesty, Majesty. Majesty, 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 Majesty. El valeo, paparobo, coboroborano, paparobo, memena, paparobo, memena, paparobo. Oya, baby, something long, baby, something long, memena, baby, something long, baby, something long, memena, baby, something long, baby, something long, memena. Baby, come to the floor. Baby, come to the floor. Hey, Papa Lobo. Papa Lobo. Papa Lobo. Papa Lobo. Allez, Papa Lobo. What? Omoyele Sowore. Oh, for the song, oh, for the song, oh, for the song. Gbogbo wọn lọ fẹ́ padà sí Nàìjíríà Adéwálé. Àlèmọ́ Amẹ́ríkà ẹ wo pé iná nígbà gbogbo àkọ́bí. Tá a bá níná ní Nàìjíríà àkọ́bí, kò síbi tá a ń lọ o. Ní Nàìjíríà tá a bá ti lè níná 24/7 electricity, kò síbi tá a ń lọ o. Iná ló dọ̀rọ̀ ajé Amẹ́ríkà wò ó. Ghana tí ó tó wà nílẹ̀ ẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn Ghana wọ́n ní iná 24/7 kò ṣe é jí. Jẹnẹrétọ̀ nígbà gbogbo la fi ń so gbogbo, jẹnẹrétọ̀ la fi ń jẹun, jẹnẹrétọ̀ la fi ń mu, kí ló dé ó sún mi. Nàìjíríà jẹ̀kàjẹ̀ká, jẹ̀kàjẹ̀ká, Nàìjíríà jẹ̀kàjẹ̀ká, APC jẹ̀kàjẹ̀ká, PDP jẹ̀kàjẹ̀ká. Buhari 419, Atiku 419, Buhari 419, Atiku 419. People want you Nigerian. People want you Nigerian. Stop follow Buhari. I say stop follow Buhari. I don't know maybe it's Buhari or Jubri. I don't know maybe it's Jubri or Buhari. Ha! Nigeria jaga. Atiku daga. Sowore. That is the only solution you have in Nigeria now. Oh, come and take me Nigeria. Ha! Take me back in Nigeria. I will take it back in Nigeria. ASC,
Take it back!
ASC,
Take it back!
take it back.
Action!
Thank you so much. Thanks for the wonderful music, and hope you guys enjoyed the food. So I'm going to call someone now to come and make some other introduction. But as I said earlier, I'm going to be dropping some truth bombs, a little bit here and there, just some factors. There's a university in Nigeria called the American University of Nigeria. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. You know who owns it? I'm not sure why you shouldn't find that funny. That the former vice president of the country, who's now back trying to run for president, rather than really provide resources for the national universities, decided that, hey, I'm just going to go start mine. Do you know how much the tuition is? So these are people telling you that if you raise the minimum wage, it will cause inflation. The tuition for American University in Nigeria for a year is 1.59 million naira. Wow. They don't like you. These people don't like you. Anyway, so that's my factoid. I'll bring another one later. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome with a rousing round of applause, Comrade Investigator Clement Geronimo Elegbe. Mega Comrade.
Take it back.
Thank you.
Please welcome him with the applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. God bless you. Professor. Yes, Akataka. It's about to begin. First of all, I want to thank Lord Almighty for making it possible for us to be here today. It's not easy. AAC.
Take it back.
AAC.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Action.
That's right. Take it back.
Action.
That's right. Like they always say, they say we need quality, not quantity. I know the men that are sitting right here are the men that matters. These are the people who want a better Nigeria. You know, and I want to thank you all for coming. I want to quickly go through my speech. I want to welcome you all. The chairman, chairwoman, member of High Tables, TIBAAC, Texas Chapter USA, the executives, and all members of TIBAAC Texas Chapter as a whole. I welcome you all and thank you all for coming to join us here today. Put your hands together for yourself. We are very pleased with those who have been with us from day one. Our comrade know that. Comrade Omoyele have been doing this for so many months and you have been there for us. I want to say thank you. Yes. Time now as well as those of you who are new to our Take It Back movement worldwide. We also thank you. With the member of TIB, Texas, and all the entire TIB worldwide, we are very proud to be able to host this event today here in Dallas, Texas, with our next President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, no other than Comrade Omoyele Sowore and his entourage. Put your hands together for Omoyele Sowore. We thank you for coming once again to Texas. Just before we get started, I would love to express my profound gratitude to all of you who so generously helped us in making this event through together smoothly. And first of all, firstly, myself, Mega Comrade, put your hands together for me too. Yes, Mega Comrade Clement Geronimo, Texas State Coordinator, and my lovely dark sister, Evangelist Mercy Agamele Abofemi. Put your hands together for her. She's the Deputy State Coordinator. And I want to acknowledge our sister. Let's go to Houston, Texas. Up Houston.
Up AAC.
Houston is in the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's recognize our brother, Engineer Olufemi Akisule, TIBAAC Treasurer, Texas. And another one, Engineer again. These are the men that is going to follow our comrade to Nigeria. Engineer Oyekumi Akini Fakule, Protocol. Thank you for coming. We want to recognize our brother that is not here right now, one of the fundraising team, Mr. Robert Omoyele. We thank him for all his effort. And Mrs. Kemi Akinbobola, where is she? God bless you. Thank you. We want to also recognize our brother, member of the fundraising team, Alfred Olisonya. Where's Alfred? He's here a while ago. God bless you. Thank you. Put your hands together for me. And most especially, Mr. Bumi Alajejoye. Put your hands together for Bumi.
Where's Mr. Bowman? God bless you. Without him, all these things will not be possible. I appreciate your effort. Thank you. And the rest member and all the many and other outstanding and members, we could not have done this without teamwork. It's all determined how we get move forward once again. It's teamwork. We all got to work together. I want to thank you. In today's gathering, mutual respect and passion matters a lot. Our passion helps us all to come together as one people, and the energy we created as one people allowed us to achieve our individual or collective group goals. Thank you all once again. More and clap for yourself for making this journey. Thank you. However, I'm going to cut it short. I want you to know that we really, really appreciate it. Our innocent poor citizens are struggling and determined. People need us. Struggling innocent people, they need us, and we need them too. So I am pleading for everyone who are here today to join us and make sure this journey we all go through the finish line together. No one should be left alone. And I want to quickly acknowledge our brother who is here, the Oba Akile of Dallas. Put your hands together for Oba Akile of Dallas. Our baby Bola Balogun and Chief Otumba Babatunde Oyebanje of Dallas. Put your hands together for me. Well, I think I have spoken long enough. I need to leave some time for others or other guests to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, as you understand, our next president has spoken. I want you all to help me thank him for coming back to Dallas, and put your hands together for Comrade Omoyele. That means mega Comrade Prophetic Investigator of Clement, and the king of the innocent poor citizen. We are going to call on the superstar who came here without charging us any money, no other than the great Samson. Put your hands together for the superstar. Yeah, the great miracle. God bless you. Yeah, God bless you. So that being said, we are going to recognize our executive. So, anyway, can we jump on that one? Okay, here are the executive evangelist. Mercy Agameni is the state deputy coordinator. Mr. Robert Omoyele is the executive member of fundraising, and Kemi is also assistant fundraising coordinator. Alfred Olusanya, executive member. Engineer Oyekume Fakunle, protocol coordinator. Engineer Olufemi Akinsola, treasurer. Mr. Daliti Ejiro, publicity and media. Unfortunately, he's in Puerto Rico. So that being said, we also want to recognize those who donated for us, who sponsored this event. Time is not going to permit me. We thank you all for helping us. The more we go, we're going to speak about them later. Thank you. Put your hands together for the house, please. God bless you. Where's the MC?
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I want to throw it open for questions, comments, suggestions to help the campaign. Okay, the first question will be from Mr. Victor Adegari.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. You are welcome, Mr. President, to be. I know Pastor has prayed for you, and I know by the grace of God, come May, you'll be the next president of Nigeria. Before, let me just digress a little. Before, I was angry with you, and I'll tell you the reason. The reason being that at a point, you supported Buhari. And we knowing fully well his precedent in '83, I didn't like him. But I followed you for the better part of my life. Your struggle, and I really appreciated it. But that thing made me to be angry with you. But when I listened to Dr. Malcolm Fabi, honestly, the thing evaporated like air. And my deal is this: I've been campaigning for you vigorously. Or honestly, I do it religiously as if it is my next religion. After. So, what I want to say is this: a lot of people too are angry, just like I was then, and I've not been able to convince them. And these are the people that we need to get them together, because we are fighting some beasts who are powerless but pretend to be so big, larger than life. And we need strategy to defeat them. So we need to carry everybody along, regardless of their views or why they are angry. So I want to just suggest, I want the think tank in the house to think about how we can convince those who are angry because of his support for Buhari. Why? A lot of them are angry because of Buhari precedents, not because he supported him directly, but they saw what was going to happen, which eventually happened in Nigeria. So that's one. Secondly, please, brothers and sisters, I don't want us to take it like a joke. We speak English in Nigeria, we speak grammar, especially on social media. We don't need it. What we need now is religiously, we have just 2 months to change the dynamics and the narratives of what is going on. If you look at the media, they are so biased. When I mean biased, it's completely biased. They are horrible, they are disgusting, I don't even know what to. All they talk about is the 2 thieves. How can you be telling us we only have 2 thieves to think about? When we have a lot of good guys, and you are saying there's a problem, but the media are always talking about the people that created the problem to come and fix the problem. How? Are we crazy? Something is fundamentally wrong. So we need to be very creative to change the narratives. And the narrative is just a number of 5. That's my suggestion. But you can work it around. In the sense that religiously, you must convince 5 persons every day. Please, we need it. This has to do with our life and destiny of our children yet unborn. Don't let us think because we are in America, it doesn't concern us. Honestly, Nigeria is being overrun by another government, and we are here thinking as if it's not possible. It's happening. We have up to 3 governments in Nigeria. One is from Chad area, one is from Sokoto area. They are there collecting taxes from innocent Nigeria like myself and you. So we need to get rid of this. I don't want to call them bastard because they are worse than bastard. A bastard, you can still relate with a bastard. You can still bring bastard to realize that you're a bastard, keep quiet. But these people are worse than bastards, sincerely speaking, because they do it as if there's no consequence. So the consequence is we have to be very, very creative and tell our people, every day convince 5 people, and let that 5 person convince another 5 person. We need to monitor it, especially those of us that are in diaspora. We take care of our people back home. When you get to a stage, the load will become too much. The way it's coming now. Because virtually everybody in Nigeria is hungry. They will always ask us for something. So the only way we can minimize it so that we can do something more productive is for us to make it religiously now. 5 every day, talk to 5 persons. Let that 5 person talk to another 5. Let's start up. That's the only way. Because they are blocking the media from getting the message across to people. It's a deliberate attempt. These are mafias who want to put everybody in perpetual and tell those people they should not collect politicians' money. Those monies come from altar that will sell their destiny for life. Let's start telling them that don't think it's free money, it's not free money. You are selling your soul because they take it to altar, evil altar, whereby once you collect it, you don't think well again. That's why a lot of people don't think well. How can someone still be telling me that Buhari should come back? Is the person sick? Let me tell you, let's ask it. It's not normal again. That's complete bewitchment. If you have not bewitched, you can't say Buhari should come back and rule Nigeria. Everything about Buhari is failure. There is no how you can pad it. It's failure, and still somebody will sit down authoritatively and be telling you Buhari needs to come back. Atiku needs to come back. Please, let's wake up. We are not just fighting ordinary people. We are fighting demons that are blocking the airwaves, that are giving people evil money so that people cannot think. Honestly, we need to be very creative and fight this. We need to take the fight to their doorstep and tell them they need to defend their votes, even with anything, because the people that are stealing ballot boxes are the same Nigeria they know and I know. It is high time we start telling them, if you do it this time around, these are the consequences. Honestly, there is consequence for everything anybody does, and let's stand by it. By the authority of God, God will help us. Mr. President, may God give you long life. May God continue to protect you. Any day they are planning evil for you, they will die with their evil. Amen. You will go before the evil arrives, and you will be after the evil must have gone. May God continue to be with you. Please let us continue to pray for him in our process. God will help you in Jesus' name.
Take it back. Take it back.
All right, Mr. President, I'll give you a chance to respond.
Thank you. Thank you very much, brother who has spoken. You have given advice, and I don't think it requires a lot of elaborate response. I don't like to sound defensive about my position on matters of politics in Nigeria. Some people just discovered me yesterday. Some discovered me 12 years ago when I started Sahara Reporters. But there are people who have known me since 1989. And by next year, that will be 30 years. Nigeria is 58 years old. I'm 47. I've engaged with Nigeria for 30 years. I've only lived 17 years that is free of crisis out of my 47 years on earth. The rest of the time, I was sent to jail. I was expelled from the university 2 times. I've been attacked. They're still attacking me to today, you know. So one of the analogies I can use is what happened when I was coming from Redeemed Church last week. I saw some soldiers, they asked some Nigerians to lie on the streets. And I'm used to that. But in my mind, I know that those guys could get killed. And nothing will happen. So, and I also knew that in stopping to ask them to stop it, I could get killed. In fact, what you guys didn't see was that they cocked their gun on us. Yeah, where we were intervening. It was when they discovered that we were recording it that they became more careful. Otherwise, we could have been part of the casualty of that day. But the reason I intervened was that I had been in that position before where I wish somebody could stop to intervene when I got into trouble. And maybe my life wouldn't have been as complicated as it was. And that's what it is. So I saw those guys, and when we stopped them and talked to them, that intervention made soldiers, as powerful as they were, the fact that some civilians came and said, what is the problem? Made them to pull back. And when I asked for their commander and introduced myself, he knew right there that I was in trouble. Even though I have no authority, but he knew that at least there's some kind of public discourse, regarding their conduct. And I asked him, why do you ask broke people to lie on the floor? If you are acting as law enforcement agents, you can handcuff them or ask the police to take over. The reason I'm using that is how I've always been. I take very risky positions because I believe so much in Nigeria. I believe so much in Nigeria. I spent 19 years in this country. I've never applied for citizenship before. It's as if I'm born to suffer. Yes, because so many places that I could travel to today, I can't because I need to still carry my Nigerian passport to go and get a visa. If I had an American passport, I can travel everywhere and anywhere I want to. But that's how I remind myself of the need to build Nigeria out. Honestly, when I see the way they tolerated Obama, I pity anybody who still feels that America is the end of the world. Even your citizenship can be revoked. In fact, if it wasn't for the media, which is very important in this country, there are some things that Trump would have done that would have left everybody wondering where they are. And Tillerson, who used to be his Secretary of State, said it today, that the man has a knack for doing illegal things. You know, he was, let's do this, was like, okay, you know, this is illegal, you know. So, but the conversation here tonight is not about America or Trump, it's about Nigeria. So, I have always been a principled person when it comes to intervening in Nigeria. When I say to people that I did not support Buhari, most people will not believe because it's an emotional issue for a lot of people. What happened in 2014 and 15, it's as a result of the anger you have today. I had supported, without knowing him, Jonathan, to be president when they were lying to him that Yar'Adua was coming back to life. And I was so disappointed, just like you was today, that Jonathan filtered away all the opportunities and made sure that everything I did was to expose that hypocrisy of his governance or the corruption in it. That Buhari capitalized on it wasn't my problem. And as soon as Buhari came to power, probably if you look at all the scandals that came out of the Buhari government that delegitimized the government today, came also from us. That's how I've always been. It's the reason I use the case study of the army to justify it. But you're right. Our issue now is how do we convince people at home not to walk themselves back into Egypt? Yes. We use this religious analogy that when the Israelites were supposed to leave Egypt into freedom, they were supposed to spend 40 days. But because of their stupidity, they spent 40 years in the wilderness. It's the same thing the World War is confronting us now. We're supposed to spend 4 years in the wilderness of Buhari. But if we are not careful, our stupidity will lead us to spend another 40 years in captivity. And the captivity is going to come from Buhari, it's going to come from Atiku. It doesn't matter who you choose between these guys. It's coming to, and it's part of the reason why I cannot stand some of our leaders, including the very leaders. I fought one of them last week in Lagos. Came to an event I was attending and said, oh, you should behave. I said, you have already chosen your candidate, Nababa. Atiku is your candidate. Don't disturb us. He walked out of the meeting. These are the people who are asking for restructuring. And after asking for restructuring for 4 years, we now settle with Atiku. Is Atiku going to restructure Nigeria? It's not possible. They don't even believe. In fact, just to know that there is no restructuring in his agenda, when he was speaking in the north, in his 2 campaigns, he never mentioned the word restructuring. It was when he came to Ibadan, where he saw the landidis, as far as is concerned, he started talking about restructuring. Because all of it is designed to fool people. We are talking about restructuring, but we are not talking about their own type of restructuring. We are talking about the restructuring of the future. And there's no restructuring that can happen in Nigeria without having the right kind of constitution in place. The first thing you do with restructuring in Nigeria is to cancel the nonsense constitution they have now. This 99 constitution created by the military. With that constitution in your hand, you are not going to be able to restructure anything. It's a document that is an impediment to progress and human freedom in Nigeria. After that, we can restructure Nigeria in whatever way we want, but we even restructure Nigeria in the direction we need. We need people with restructured brains. Yes, not people whose brains have died completely, whose brains are no longer functioning, analog brain leaders. So, thank you so much for this. And those who are hearing us, they heard you loud and clear. Let's all go back to work and ensure that we convince everybody out there. We need 40 million votes to defeat these people. There are 84 million voters who registered now. So if all the young people, all the people of conscience, old and young, decide to vote in this election, which they will defeat these guys without any effort. And people are saying they will rig election. We can only rig an election that we want. If you cannot win, you can't rig. Yes, that's the truth. There's no INEC that can rig for you an election that you did not win. It will be very, very obvious because the world has changed a lot. And you continue to hear more from us. You continue to hear ideas. You continue to hear about our plans. But also don't forget to continue to support us. One last thing I'll say, because we should be discussing fundraising, not to talk beyond that expectation. One last thing I will say is think about how much you send home every time you are guilt tripped. You know, Nigeria, to send money home, you either guilt trip yourself or somebody is guilt tripping you. Each time you send $100 home, you have to give Western Union $3 or $5. Think about that. And these countries are making billions off of us. How can we sow a seed? And I'm using biblical pastor words now. It's not the kind of thing I'll say in public, because those things are also very controversial in Nigeria now. But it shall be well. That's what they say. You know, it's to invest in this liberation stock for Nigeria. And what we have asked for, which is simple, is there must be 10,000 Nigerians out there who can afford to give $200 each. And that will take us directly to $2 million. And if we have $2 million today as I'm sitting or standing in front of you, you know, nobody can wait. And the kind of support we have on the ground, latent. In fact, what I think is happening is that there are a lot of people who are going to all these Atiku and Buhari rallies who will shock them on election day. Yes, because there seems to be like an agreement, but we need to keep pushing people to the barricades. And that's where we need this money. Otherwise, left to me, I won't ask anybody for money. I hope that we can just sleep, wake up, election day, we defeat these people with the least amount of money, so that so many things will change revolutionarily on the same day. Well, as you know, there's always plenty of talk when there's no time. Sometimes there's plenty of time and we don't have to do too much talk. Time is here now to make whatever donation we can. Thank you so much.
So I acknowledge that there are some other questions. If we have time, we'll get to them, I promise. Because it's very fundamental. The primary purpose for our being here is to raise funds for the campaign. I call on Mega Comrade to come and help coordinate the fundraising activities. Thank you. Oh, by the way, while he's walking here, I'll drop another truth bomb. Yeah, no, come on. So remember my human... Let's do this topic. So, remember the Human Development Index I talked about earlier, about life expectancy. The life expectancy of the average Nigerian now is 53 years old. Nigeria became independent in 1960. So if Nigeria were a human being, Nigeria would be dead by now. That is very sad. All right, Comrade Edward, thank you so much.
Yeah, God bless everyone. Thank you for coming once again. This is Mega Comrade. I don't know where I'm going to start. Is that I will start from myself. We are here today because we want to take back our country. Are we ready to take back Nigeria?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah. I have my big brother here. Later on, your question will be answered, sir. God bless you. So, we are going to start. Do we have to wait for our comrade or we'll just go ahead? Okay. Thank you. On behalf of the entire member of TIB and AAC, I've been given an opportunity to invite Sister Kemi. Yeah, so we are going to be conducting the fundraising, and we are going to go by table by table. I'm going to start on behalf of the entire People Freedom Movement worldwide. Charity begins at home. So I think even though they don't live in Dallas, Texas, so I'm going to start with $500 cash on behalf of the entire People Freedom Movement. Yeah. Can it? Make sure it's correct. So we're going to move to the high table, Mr. Dale. And then for myself, I'm going to add another $500. I'm going to give her a check right now. That will be $1,000. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm going to keep So we start from the Oba of Dallas. Sir. So please, brothers and sisters, whatever you have to help us with, we set up this event with a lot of money. We spend about $10,000. You can see food over there. You can all you can eat. You want to take it home, you can take it home. The Oba of Dallas said I should see him after the event. So we're going to move to Roman. Okay, Mr. Debayo, Yahweh just donated the sum of $200 card. Put your hands together for him. Thank you. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Another donation, Tope Ogusule. Tope Ogusule. Oh, $200. And I want to let everyone know we have a credit card machine that you want to do with credit card, we can do it. She's a professional. Yeah. Whatever you can do. Then after that, we have the dance, then we have questions. Then we start again. Let's do it. The men that is in this table today are the men that matter. May the Lord Almighty bless you.
Show for president, this one don't be a chop and look. Atide, Ashebere. Say, Bobo, that in we want for the show for the man, then fever me true. Someone for the people, follow the leader, follow the two baba, Papa, baby, take it back, say, Bobo. Take it back, say what? Down, say what? Take it back, say what? Down, say what? Take it back, say what?
Yeah, taking AAC. Our brother, Honorable William Billy Kenega, right? God bless you, sir. Put your hands together for him. AAC. He just donated the sum of $1,000 US. Yeah, God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. $1,000 US. I told you, I said there are people that are here today. They will shake the table. This is our candidate for Igbo State Governor. Our sister and her husband came all the way from about 4-5 hours. Thank you for coming. So, God bless you. We have another $250. Take it back. We are heading to the next table. Yes. God bless you, sir.
Downloaded from sunshinemusic.ng.
Another donation. Honorable Mr. Victor Adeole, $300 US. To be take it back.
Action.
Can we move to the next table? God bless you, sir. Thank you. Yes, brothers and sisters, it's about time, we got to support our leader. Yes, we are in the high table. Akata. So private donate the money is too big, you don't want to announce. So let's go to the next level. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, we got to do it, taking it back, we got to do it with money, It's not easy, we don't have to go back. Thank you, it's ready to describe the credit card. Money time, yo. We got a donation queen there and you supported us with a sum of $100. Put your hands together for me. Take it back.
We will just put our hands and do them. We are not tired. My dear people, wake up. That's all we're going to do. How are you to come on? They don't come on. They go South Africa. Some they go Libya. And then they die anyhow. The other one, they don't say slave swallow. What you want to say is swallow money. That one I told you. Oh, they buy the government. I said, you come on, I come on. Oh, think I government. Now we get the government now.
Confirm Presido, yeah. No time again, yo, everyone here with you. Take it back, you need to change some settings, yeah.
So, brothers and sisters, as you know, this morning you are about to give out today. That is how we go to defeat PDP and APC. We need materials. We need flyers. Oludara donated the sum of $100. Oludara, God bless you. Thank you, God bless you. $100. Take it.
Take it back, take it back. Take it back, take it back. Take it back, take it back.
Yeah, we need money to do our flyers. We don't have to pay you. As you know, we're all going to do it together. One man cannot do it. I need somebody to throw up $5,000 right now. And somebody challenge us.
As we singing this song, maybe they sing along. Hallelujah, we come. Go bring your babies home.
She don't want to announce the money.
That is the coco. We know the do, no, we know we should go. We know the make noise, man. I can't find them. Feel bad, some man for the beat. Show for the president. Follow the leader. What do they do, man? I'm fine, president. Take it back, take it back. Say it take it back, take it back. Say it take it back, take it back. Say it take it back, take it back. Say money. Show for Presido. This one no be chop and go. Atide, ashebere. Say Bobo, that in we want for the show for the man.
We are in this table right now. Let's go.
Someone for the beat, show for the president, follow the leader, what do they do, banga, I'm fine, president, take it back, say take it back,
we also have people watching around the globe.
take it back,
I need donation.
take it back,
Adekule go just donated the sum of. You are good. The great Adekoju have just given me a golden dollar, $150 US. Cash. Take it back. Yes. So table by table, the executive table. I thought 9 baht. Even 50. Thank you, sir, for your donation. We appreciate it. Our next House of Representatives, right? In Imo State. We did our people. 2 million. 2 million. You can donate those that are watching on Facebook right now, YouTube. All my supporters, you see PFM just drop $1,000. All the PFM around the world, we want to make this money. We need $20,000. Go ahead and donate directly to the account. Mega Congress says so. Donate, 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 donate. We need flyers. There's no flyer in Imo State, in Edo State. We need it. With this money, we can defeat Atiku. We can defeat Muhammad Buhari. We can defeat anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need shirt, we need cap, we need everything. We need caravan. Come with Omoyele, Sowore caravan. Kataka. God bless you, Pastor. We are here with the man of God. Praise Jesus. Can you all praise the Lord? Hallelujah. It's God time, you know. Our Lord never fails. I have a God who never fails. Pastor. Pastor is going to look for a big check. Let's go to the next brother. He's looking for a check. I got a pen, Pastor. She's going to go to GoFundMe without announcing. We appreciate it. My brother right here, I know that is money, man. You see that? Houston. From Houston, the sum of $200 cash. Put your hand. Mega Congress is having fatigue. We need money. You know, brothers and sisters, we need this money. We have to have the shirt. We have to have cap. It's not quantity but quality. Yes. We are in the VIP table. The waiter or that. Very kind. Yeah. Donation time, credit card, at all. Even though na cap money, I know, but today na fundraising, my brother. Okay, put your hands together for him. $50. Put your hands together for him. Take it back. $50. So, brothers and sisters, as you can see, we are in the first round of our donation. If you are watching from YouTube or Facebook, we want you to go and donate direct to Omoyele Sowore campaign account. Directly. Thank you so much. Your name, sir?
Oliver the Coco.
The great Oliver the Coco with the sum of $100. Put your hands together for him. Take it back. You know, Omoyele Sowore, he raised support with, you know, everybody's watching, the whole world is watching. Everything is transparent. There's no hidden agenda. This is how we raise our money. You know, this man has been traveling for more than 4, 5, 7 months now with no stop. Let us support him with whatever we have. We have it. You know, we got to help our brother, you know. PDP, APC, they have money. They don't ask for money. They don't raise funds because they believe in their looting money. The money they have loot us. So how are we going to fight these people? We cannot do it by just going online. We need money. We are begging you. We got to support Comrade Omoyele Sowore. That's right. That's $100 right there. I have the offer of Dallas, who just called me. I think he's willing to donate some vehicle. Yes. Can I hand over the mic for you, sir?
Hey! And like I said, I will donate your account for them to use it by the
He just donated a Pathfinder in Lagos. So we're going to get the information as soon as, right, they can pick it up tomorrow. While we are here, as soon as the campaign finish, they will return the Pathfinder back to him. Right? Yes. God bless you. So we get a Pathfinder vehicle donation. Thank you so much. Someone should put it down. So with that being said, we have to go to dance now for now. Before we ask questions, before the next fundraising. We have yes. Put your hands together for everyone that is here. And we have our musical superstar here. I'm in Nigeria and I'm going to be president. And you will yeah, next year. And you will go back to what you used to do before now. That's the truth. If you still want to help us, right now we are not even gone to nowhere. We cannot even feed our bill right now. Please, brothers and sisters, I am begging everyone, go deep in your heart. Right now, we cannot even pay the debt we are owing here. This money cannot even get to Lagos. So what we have right now is just, let me say, a peanut to the debt we are owing. So if anyone want to help us, we will appreciate it. And we are ready for anyone that want to call us. Go deep down to your heart. It don't matter whatever you want to bring. 500, 300, 200, we will appreciate it. Can I get a call for somebody to call back at home? Okay, so while we're doing that, can we have a little bit of dance? This one question. So the superstar miracle, please give us some music. Please, God bless you. So those that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, this is Mega Comrade. I want to thank you all for watching. They should donate. Please go ahead and donate to Omoyele Sowore, account number direct to TIB in Nigeria. If you are in, you can go to GoFundMe and donate whatever you can donate. We need money, you know. We don't have a sponsor. We don't have a political campaign that is sponsored. No Godfather. Atiku is not asking for money. He's not begging for anything. Muhammad Buhari is not even campaigning. He's not begging for anything. Comrade Omoyele Sowore is the only one begging, getting money with open heart, transparency. You can see whatever we donate, just like PFM, I said $1,000 is $1,000. So there's no hidden agenda. That is how his government is going to look like. No one is perfect. We are begging you, if we can raise $10,000 online, that would be good. We appreciate it. We are begging you. So as you are watching, go deep down in your heart, get out your card, or go to any Tabasco if you are in Italy. Just go ahead and transfer money to Omoyele Sowore account. The account is pinned right there. You can see it. You don't need to write anything. Get the account number. Go there. If you are in UK, all my fans, all TRB follower across the world, please go ahead and do this.
With your donation, we'll shake the cabal.
Yeah, that's right. With your donation, we're going to shake the whole entire Nigeria.
Yes.
We do not want our president to go back to Nigeria and still be, we need t-shirt. We need cap. Even the security team, we need shoes. Yeah. We need cell phones, whatever you have. We need vehicles, cars, for campaign. So thank you so much. That being said, you ready? Thank you so much. We need donation. We need money. Mega comrade, it's all about the money. So I trust my people. I want to thank the members of People Freedom Movement. Thank you for your 1,000 donation. We appreciate it. Thank you. So we need more money. Put your hands together for me. It's not easy. Thank you, Mr. President. So let's have a good time. Then we ask questions. A lot of people want to ask questions. Then we go to the second round. Me, myself, I will still donate. So thank you. God bless you.
Omoyele. Omoyele, Omoyele, Omoyele. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ á dayọ̀, ayé á lóyìn. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ á dayọ̀, ayé á lóyìn. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ á dayọ̀, ayé á dùn yọ̀ngbà. Omoyele, Sowore, Omoyele, Omoyele, Omoyele mi Sowore, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ á dayọ̀, ayé rẹ̀ á lóyìn, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ á dayọ̀. Mo kọ́ ní ìní o, náà bá ti mò ń ṣòro rẹ̀, wọ́n máa bà kò ní mọ́ láti sọ owó lọ́wọ́ mi. Náà bá ti mò ń ṣòro rẹ̀, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ pè mí láti béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ mi mọ́. Ṣòro rẹ̀ mọ̀ sí 2019. Ṣòro rẹ̀ mọ̀ sí. In 2019, Omoyele, Omoyele Sowore, Omoyele. But I know after the reggae, play the blues, the blues. It's a problem. After the reggae, play the blues. Make you do what I do. Make you do what I do. Enjoy yourself, oh baby boo. Even your boo gets a boo. Ha! Shed the gun and shed the goose. Everybody wanna group. Everybody wanna group. As far as the money they pay, still be your pump champagne, no. Smarty, 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 smarty. Smarty, jaja, smarty, jaja. Everybody wanna group. As far as the money they pay, still be your pump champagne, no. Akasaka, one. Do, okay, Akasaka, one. Do, make a comrade. It's only kilo. It's only kilo. Okay, Akasaka wa maka meka tomre tiwano. Ha, osile kilo. Never did show, eh? Epariwo igo. Epariwo. Never did show, eh? Epariwo igo. In 2019, Omoyele ló máa wọlé confirm. Omoyele ló máa wọlé confirm. Omoyele kan sọ̀rọ̀ fàáì. Omoyele Sowore. Ẹ bá ti rí Sowore o. Sowore, 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 come and take it back, Nigeria. Take it back, Nigeria. What? I don't bet. Yeah. Omoyele ni Sowore for president. Akilẹ̀ ọ̀dálà tó bá Sowore tó lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Wàsíù ni ọmọ balógun, ọ̀rọ̀ lámọ̀ bá ròde òwe sẹ́. Akilẹ̀ ọ̀dálà. Sowore, what? Oya ẹni tẹ bá rí tó fẹ́ máa lójú kókó. Eba, ha, ẹni tẹ bá rí tó fẹ́ máa lójú kókó. Lọ́jọ́ sí Sowore ó lọ sí fún Fresh FM nìbàdàn. Àwọn abínú wọn wá wò dànù. Wọ́n wo Fresh FM wọ́n wò yẹn dànù nítorí Sowore àbí. Síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ Sowore ò lọ sílẹ̀ ó lọ sókè ni o. Ó ní pé ẹni tẹ bá rí tó fẹ́ máa lójú kókó. Ha! Wọ́n ní ní rẹ́kù kó gbé súnra ká. Àníkó gbọ́ ní mẹ́kù wọ́n dà kó gbé súnra ká. Kó jẹ́ kí inú mi lọ́pọ̀ padà. Oríire kò yí dùn lórí lọ. Oríire kò yí dùn o. Ó dùn. Oríire kò dùn láàbò. Ó yà lọ súnmọ́ wíwá tó ní ní. Bẹ́ẹ̀ jọ máa tó lọ. Súnmọ́ wíwá tó ní ní. What? It's a gentleman. Lagos and everywhere. People let on the bell. I will take you there. Lagos everywhere. London everywhere. People let on the bell. I will take you there. People let on the bell. I will take you there. You know, give me blessing, Lord. Lord, give me love, oh. Give me love, oh. Give me love, oh. Watch me weather. When that's all, watch me weather. It's your friend who knows you. It's your friend who knows you. We go dance and shake body. Everybody come and shake for you. Everybody come and shake for you. Àgbàlagbà somebody come and shake for you. Ah, it's your friend who knows you. Ah, ìjòrè kò lélẹ̀ yó, àbísẹ́ ìjòrè kò lélẹ̀ yó. Ó dáná ọ̀dọ́ wálé, àwọn tó náwó, àwọn tó nọ́lá, àwọn tó lálàáfíà. Àwọn tó náwó, àwọn tó nọ́lá, àwọn tó lálàáfíà. Ọlọ́run máa jáde ìjọba, àwọn tó lẹ́yìn àwọn tó wọ́n ti lọ. Àwọn máa jáde ẹ̀yìn lẹ́wọ̀n. sóko. Gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ òun PDP wá sá ló padà wájọ́wọ́. Èyí táwa wá ń sá olóògbé wá dégbèrè. Ọ̀gá ń sáré kó má bọ̀wọ̀ fún wọn. Àwa náà sáré. Ètò wáyé tí má ṣe ré mi. 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 Wọ́n kọ̀ bí wa. APC wọ́n kọ̀ bí wa. PDP wọ́n kọ̀ bí wa. Ohun tá a bá ti sọ, òun náà sọ. Ráǹkà bá ti sí, òun náà ń jíwò. Ráǹkà bá ti sílẹ̀, òun náà ń jíwò. Lọ́jọ́ sí, dàgbọ́ pé June 12, òun ni àní pé June 12, òun ni wọ́n ti sá ìyẹn lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Àní kọ̀bí yẹn, kọ̀bí yẹn, àní oṣù ló ṣe, àní kọ̀bí yẹn oṣù ló ṣe. Kò máa rí bèbí lẹ́nu, èmi gbọ́dọ̀ lè mí. Ìwádìí èmi gbọ́dọ̀ lè mí. Èmi gbọ́dọ̀ lè mí. Appreciation, mo dúpẹ́, onígbùrọ̀ rẹ̀ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ lóga. AFC! Ìwọlé appreciation, mo dúpẹ́, onígbùrọ̀ rẹ̀ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Appreciation, mo dúpẹ́ o, onígbùrọ̀ rẹ̀ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Ìwọlé ẹ̀mí máa ń rárò sílẹ̀ lórí ìmọ̀pẹ́ jáde ní yóò gbé ọ̀gá Olúwa. Ẹ̀mí máa ń rárò sílẹ̀ lórí ìmọ̀pẹ́ jáde. Ẹ fún mi ní ẹ̀rọ mi. Ẹ̀rọ mi. Ìrọ̀lọ́bẹ̀ máa ní ẹ̀rọ mi. Ẹbí mi gbọ́dọ̀ olówó tó máa bá àbí àbáyé kan fún ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀sìn. Ẹbí mi gbọ́ pé mo lọ́dá o. Olúwa ló fún mi lọ́kọ̀ o ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀sìn. Àjọba á ti bẹ́ẹ̀ sí o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni náà lè yé sí o. Àlùkẹ́ tó sẹ́wọ̀n òní ọ̀pọ̀ àdàlú ojú ẹlẹ́gọ̀. Àdéhùn bá ti fẹ́ sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni náà lè yé sí. Àlùkẹ́ tó sẹ́wọ̀n òní ọ̀pọ̀ àdàlú ojú ẹlẹ́gọ̀. Ó dànù kó bá ti wáyé náà o. Ẹ̀yìn nínú ìmúlẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ tó ṣe bí ọ. Ayẹ́dájú ọ. Ẹ̀yìn nínú ìmúlẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ tó ṣe bí ọ. Ó dájú ìdájú. They carry mama down Rambo against me. Is that make you the work? If they carry my kids around against me, I dream about the blessing. Make you know the hate me. I look at your time of one of my dad, one of them. Only one the best you. Make you know the hate me. I do want the best you don't know. Oh, I know it is like that. It is like that. It is like that. Somebody go AAC. Somebody go AAC. Somebody go AAC. And it's like èrè náà yẹ o. Wàá dìbò rẹpẹtẹ. Wàá dìbò rẹpẹtẹ. And it's like èrè náà yẹ o. Somebody go AAC. And it's somebody go AAC. Ó sọ pé òfò ni ó ṣe, òfò ni ó ṣe, òfò ni ó ṣe o. Tó bá lọ dìbò APC, tó bá lọ dìbò PDP, òfò. Tó bá lọ dìbò APC, òfò. Tó bá lọ dìbò PDP. Ṣé wàá lé èrè káàkẹ́? Àlé èrè káàkẹ́ o. Tó bá ti dìbò APC o. Yes.
Yes. Please, everyone, you want to eat, go ahead and get your second round of food. I want everyone to go ahead and get the second round of food. They are about to pack up the food. While we're going to, before we start any other thing, please, you want to eat some more food, go ahead and get some more food. Noise is too much. Yeah. Please go ahead and get food. You know, we're going to have the president to sit down so that we can go ahead on the next round. Please. Please understand the party is not over yet. Yeah. Can you lower the something you can take it?
Okay. Sandwich.
Yes, thank you so much. So if you want to go in, you can sit down. So there's more food over there. You can go get some food and eat some food, you know. We have too many food, you know, a lot of food. You know, you can have a picture whenever you want. You can take a picture whenever you want. Yeah, thank you so much. And then while you are eating, yeah, thank you. These are the team, the musical. So God bless you. Please, as we understand, we accept pledges. If you are watching online right now, you want to go ahead and help us. Anyone that, you know, a lot of my members, they volunteer $50, $100 every month. $200, it don't matter whatever amount you can volunteer. We are on the next round. Whatever you can volunteer, we are ready to take it. Where are the fundraising team? Why some are eating food? Yes. Yeah, we can do this picture later, please. God bless you. So, thank you so much, Mr. President. You can see he's been traveling around. No, not right now. He's been traveling around the whole world by himself. You know, it's not easy, you know. When I travel to Europe all the time, I get tired, pass through security, go to another country, security, it's not easy. So we need to feel for him, you know, it's not easy, I know how it is. So please, if we have anyone who want to make pledges, thank you so much, sir. We have some food, sir, take it away, you want, you can get some. You know, there's food everywhere. We are here if you want to be. Yeah, he said the money we have gotten is not enough, so he's just shooting over there. So, please, brothers and sisters, I am going to give you time. The fundraising team can go around. Whoever want to make pledges, please, if you are online watching Mega Comrade right now, and you want to donate t-shirt, you want to pay for a hat or a cap, please acknowledge. You know, give us your number and let us know whatever you want to donate. We will appreciate it. You know, Atiku Abubakar is not doing this. Nobody is doing this but us. You know what I'm saying? He cannot do it by himself. You know, God has given him energy. He goes around the whole world without getting tired. The little we can do, we should do our own. He's doing his own. I'm doing my own. You know, by the power of God, when he becomes the president of Nigeria, in the name of Allah, by next year, you're going to see, whenever he's coming to Dallas, a lot of people, they're going to be fighting at the gate. You know what I mean? They're going to be fighting. You see, Nigeria, that is where we are. A lot of us, we don't want to walk. We just want to enjoy. That is why Muhammad Buhari continues to deal with us till tomorrow. We have two candidates here who are contesting in Imo State. And then we have another one. We are going to give them mic. they can, right?
Yes.
So they can address you. First of all, we start from the Imo State gubernatorial candidate, Dr. Chi. Put your hands together for Dr. Chi. Yes. The whole world is watching you. The people of Imo are watching you. Whatever you want to say, yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We can take it to her.
Greetings, Imolites. This is your Guba candidate for 2019. It is our time to change the narrative, to change our political space. Get ready, delay gratification, vote responsibly, and vote with your conscience. Yeah. Thank you.
I know our president is tired. I think we have one question, Mr. President, please. So he's going to ask one question. I know you are tired. Please, sir, go ahead.
I've had time to watch you on YouTube.
Yes.
Through your travels and listen to a lot of your opinions and ideas you have. My main question you touched on earlier about what the people in the diaspora do for Nigeria as far as the remittance.
Yeah.
And it seems to me the way we're doing it is not the smartest way. We send money home and there's really no concerted effort generated from the funds. And looking at the example of South Korea from 1950s, where they used the money from the people in the diaspora to create industries that have propelled South Korea from an economy that had a GDP lower than Nigeria about 1955 to one that is really one of the top in the world today. What would you do? How would you design a system that would create or help create a diaspora economic development fund? A diaspora economic development fund that the Nigerian government will guarantee to the people that contribute to, but that money will be used for the development of Nigeria as an industrial power base.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's such a wonderful question.
Very wonderful question. So for the diaspora funds that are coming into Nigeria, one is to be transparent and account for it. I will create a diaspora bank, actually, pretty much. If you want to call it a bank, we can call it but nothing, I hate using the superstructure of another bank, in which every dime that comes into Nigeria from the diaspora is accounted for, first and foremost. Secondly, is to also create a structure where people in diaspora who want to hire and pay workers can also pay taxes to the federal government directly, which they don't do now. If you hire anybody, you just pay them through Western Union, nobody's accounting for that. So that not only are you paying or paying taxes to the government, you're also creating a social security structure in the country. And also have the diaspora process where you can buy houses, like you do here, mortgage, you pay for it, have whichever way you want to pay for it, and then you can own a house in Nigeria. I'm just giving you this outline so that you can understand that it's not just creating industries that diaspora people want to do. As a matter of fact, some of the industries that we used to talk about are no longer the money earners today. There's a lot of linkages that can happen between here and diaspora. That is not just about physical industrial complexes alone, but transfer of technology ideas. There are doctors here who, for example, have spoken to me several times that they could also create a diaspora hospital, which we enable them to treat patients at home from here through telemedicine, and through which someone who has a headache that is not going away and doesn't want to end up dead can have a doctor treat them from here and tell them where to get the best medicine. But most importantly, what I'm trying to say here is that there's a diaspora commission already that is being proposed, which can oversee all of what we are discussing now. But it's to understand first and foremost, just like we have for oil, how much we make. If we have a commission commission that is tracking what the diaspora is making, it will rival the NNPC, which is Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, because the diaspora is sending, I think at this point, more money to Nigeria than we're getting from oil, honestly, if you ask me, because we have over 6 to 20 million Nigerians abroad who are fiscally engaging with Nigeria. But nobody's tracking, and the reason the Nigerian government doesn't want to track any inflow of funds is because they don't want to account for it. Yes, they don't like a situation where they say, okay, this is what the diaspora is bringing, and this is how it comes in, and this is how we're spending it. If they do, then they put themselves in more trouble in terms of hanging their dirtiness on the outside. So I'm saying this simply because I've lived in the diaspora. I've always contemplated how we can track what the diaspora is bringing and how we can channel that towards particular projects. And that's the next thing I want to discuss. If, for example, we want to construct a highway and we want it to come from not to cook bonds, but the diaspora wants. We can ask the diaspora to fund a highway from Lagos to Port Harcourt or even a rail line, and it will be their own, and they can be the one who get what do you call it, the dividend from whatever we're making from that, instead of some Paris club who's going to give us loan or the Euro bond. When you hear that the Euro bond in Nigeria is oversubscribed, it is not that Europeans love Nigerians, it's because it gives them the highest amount of dividend within the shortest possible time. It's a scam, and they love it because where else can you put in 20 euros and get back 2 euros as profit within 3 months? Because these Euro bonds are usually short-term, bonds that yield high interest for them. So most of the loans we're taking from China now, taking from Paris Club, the Euro bonds, you can get it from the diaspora at lower interest rates if they can be guaranteed that they can get something back in terms of dividends. And that's what exactly I will go for. And with that, we can have a diaspora that is also thinking about coming back home, because they'll see an ownership of the development that is happening at home. They can track it, they can know where their money is going, and then they can start to engage with home in a way that we haven't seen before. And of course, we can't do this without empowerment. We must, as a priority, also allow for diaspora voting, so that the people in diaspora can also be part of the decision makers as to who govern them. Nobody wants to send his money to thieves to manage, and that's been why you don't find people in diaspora engaging the way as aggressively as they should. One thing that is also unconnected is integration. How is it that people in diaspora can also go home on a regular basis? Right now, if you're trying to buy a ticket to go to Nigeria, it's at $3,000 already. If you are buying a ticket to go to Nigeria for Christmas now, you are not going to spend less than $3,000 and it's dollars. Imagine if there's Nigerian Airways or Nigerian Air that has 2 planes going between New York, DC, Atlanta, Houston. Even if it's purchasing about 4 787s, you will never be empty. Delta goes to Nigeria now every day, and I just came yesterday, there was no single space left on the plane. And they give us the worst planes. It's always the oldest one that's about to fall apart that goes to Nigeria. You can tell when you walk into the toilet and you see that they use wires to hold down their toilets. You see this all the time. So there's a lot of investment we also need to make to attract people coming back home. And of course, it ties into our general program of building infrastructure, power sector development, because you can go home and tolerate Nigeria's lack of electricity, but your children may not be able to do that. My daughter still today is traumatized, and I hate to say this in public, because she couldn't find a bathroom to go to between Lagos and Ibadan. Every gas station we stopped at, we just tell you can't, we can't advise you to use it. Just toilets. And she can say, Daddy, you can't find a place to be here. And I said, sorry, just hold it until we get to Lagos. And that was what happened. So you have to develop Nigeria also to make diaspora people feel comfortable to come back home. And when they do, they will bring back money, they will bring back investment, and then eventually they will bring back their skills. That's the final thing I was saying, the real industrial development that can happen to Nigeria is when diasporans find Nigeria a comfortable and livable and habitable place to come back to. That is what brought the jinx in South Korea, is what brought the jinx in India, is what brought the jinx in China. Everybody that left found themselves comfortable to come back home, because no matter how much you want to send home, it can't be as good as when you're able to go home yourself and be part of the developmental process. And if you ask anybody in this room, when is it that they would love to go back to Nigeria, they'll tell you yesterday. Because most of us are just here for the sake of staying away. The moment you find in Nigeria that you can go back to, you will go back home tomorrow. So that's the way I see it, and that's the way I've always talked about it, that's the way I believe it. I know my answer has been a little lengthy, maybe not as short and precise and laconic as you expect, but I think there are a lot of people who are watching us outside of here who are part of a huge diaspora community that we need to bring this down to. So thank you so much for the question. Before I hand over, let me just also acknowledge my bad friend here. You know, this is a student activist who used to be the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students. His name is Oludare Ogunlana. He has seen it all, and we're glad that you're in our midst today. These are the young people with whom we fought for the democracy now, but all of us somehow have become outliers and strangers to the democratic process that we fought for. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everyone, and thanks so much again for the question.
Thank you.
Yes. MC.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Anybody else with a question? Suggestions, comments? Thank you so much. Okay, I'll get to you.
Good evening, everybody. I just stumbled on this show this evening that is in Dallas, and I'm fortunate to be in Dallas. And I just, okay, I have to be here. But when I got here, I was coming with my entourage, as usual. I don't work alone. On getting there, they said, okay, it's $100 for entry. I said, okay, I want to see the president. Just tell him I want to see the president. I want to see the president. For every generation, out of its relative obscurity, discover its mission to fulfill or betray it. I told those people at the gate that we fought for this democracy. I was in Benin prison for 6 months. I was someone else's president. And I am a living testimony to the role Omoyele played during our own time. He saved me personally. And after joining PDP, I was a PDP member. You know, I told somebody there, in 1999, we are the one who were doing all the legwork and everything. I ran for the President of Rep in 1999. And in 2003, when I wanted to run, he called me and said, Above Jordan, you cannot run this because they will never trust you. They will only use you. Of course, Jonathan was my friend. When Jonathan was in problem, I called you, we have a problem. They don't want to, because you are, and he did everything. We saved Jonathan, and we are there with him. In Oyo State, when we were having problem when the election was about to be rigged, the only person I called was Omoyele. They want to rig election, and you have to stand at this point in time. And he saved us at that point in time. And when I ran into trouble, when everything went over, I said, okay, I returned to the US, and he left his job. And he made sure that he got one of the best jobs in the United States of America. Those people who are not up and down for, when I called them, they said, no, they don't even pick your call. So even though I'm in another party, today my brother is regional solar coordinator for your party. One of my younger brothers is running. I'm a community leader. We started on bet. Some of us are there, and we are saying, this man is going to be the president. And today, we have been able to do this point, that we know how to run election better. I saw him watching him in Nigeria yesterday. He was in New York and in Dallas today, and he's traveling to where that was the way we were doing it in our own time. The day was attacked. we are going to ABU Zaria, and I went to so I forgot your that time. I got the vehicle given to us by Bangida, the military government. They wanted to bribe us with Adebo Wale. And we got to you like I said, whatever we are going to ABU. He said no, he has immediate problem, local problem that he need to resolve. That was the area of courtesan. We are about to get into Lafayette, and we heard that he has been attacked. So today, for whoever that is here, I'm a living witness that this man, if he becomes the president of Nigeria, Nigeria is going to change.
Yeah.
It's not the same, it's not the level they are talking about, but there's possibility for a new Nigeria. Anuta continua, Victoria Asante.
I'll get to it. Please state your name and let's try to make it concise because of time. Thank you so much.
Sure. My name is Oliver Okoye. Just drove from Washington State all the way to Dallas, Texas. Just got my doctorate degree in pharmacy, so I've been watching you all the way. I think I saw one of the videos when I was doing my master's program in 2012. Yes. You remember I sent an email to you. So after that, I'm like, wow, this guy puts his life on the line, saying he doesn't care if they take him or kill him. I'm like, wow, who does that? Okay, so on to my point. I think there was a point you brought up in one of the inflation questions of making coins, making like 50 kobo or 1 kobo or something like that, being able to be used. I think that would be this is just my suggestion, I think that would be very effective because that would bring down inflation. If 50 kobo is valuable, you can use it to buy kuli. That's going to make it valuable instead of buying it for 15 naira. I think it's something that you might just have to look into. Thank you. And I know you'll be the next president, so.
Let him come here.
Quick, while he works here, so this one is a hopeful nugget. The graduating class I was in at the University of Lagos, I wasn't one of them because I was busy doing student engineering. There were 7 first-class students who graduated in chemical engineering. All of them are in the US now. Imagine that much of a brain drain. Yeah. That's what Nigeria is missing. Okay, thank you.
AAC.
Take it back.
AAC.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Action.
My name is Smart Mado Ajay.
Yes.
I am the AAC Delta North Senatorial candidate. I am so happy to be here this minute. This is my second encounter with our incoming president. And I would say I'm running one of the toughest senatorial races in Nigeria as it stands. I'm running against those who have brought darkness to Nigeria. And I hope Deltans are listening to me. I have written so much, I've spoken so much, and it is time for us to take action, to seriously take our country back. And Mr. President, I'm so happy that we're having this encounter. A friend of mine who lives in the UK is already on ground in Nigeria as we speak. He donated his sophisticated sound system to me and you. And the rental for that is 1 million naira a day. So we do our best to get in touch with him and really thank him for that donation. We are going to take that back.
Thank you. Take it back.
Yes. I'm sorry. There was a gentleman who had Mr. Ebenezer Bobaji. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to be here today. It happens that I finished from Unilag and he's my senior, even though you don't know me. I used to play soccer when I was in Unilag and they used to fight for us. They don't make things happen for us in school. So I've left Nigeria for the past 18 years. After Nigeria World Cup, I played soccer all my life. So the opportunity I have is to get from that country because I know I was mistakenly born in that country. And the reason why I say I have 2 questions for him, because I know him very well from school, and out of that country, I didn't go back to Nigeria till last year, July, when I saw him that he is campaigning for the president. And this is our president. Yes. So I know him very well, like I said, from school, and I be following him up and down, and know he is going to be our president. There's no doubt about that. When I was playing soccer, I was playing for Sowore of Lagos that time. So we went to Kano to go and play soccer. That was 92. So something happened that day that makes me believe that I did not belong to this country. Because I just finished high school, maybe 2 years then, started my life. And the first thing I saw was that cutting somebody else or head off life. The second one was they taking a baby out of pregnancy, life. So when I saw that, and 4 days we cannot eat, we cannot do it, I have my jersey on me for 4 days. Then after that, after 4 days they have killed whoever they want to kill. Thank God for Igbo people that time. They have some, that's why I say they have gone. Where people are attacking each other. So my first question to President is that, what are your plans? Because as of 1992, this thing was happening like that. And now, it's even worse. I didn't go to Nigeria because this is my country. I always tell them this, in my back home in Nigeria, my mom used to say, although I told them I've already go to Kodele, this is my village, because I will never go to Nigeria, and I don't have plan to go there because of what I've seen. People like him, somebody like that will not finish school. We will not finish from England. I know what I'm talking about. If nobody like him, because we don't have money and we don't have power. When you don't have money, you don't have power, you are finished. They are the one fighting for us to go and to have our education. Yeah. So that's why I pray for our president that he will be there. And he's already there. So my first question is, President, what are the things to fight it? I mean, now that this thing is still going on, we read in the newspaper, we see on Facebook, they send it to us. At times when they use it, see some pictures. I block some people that don't send me this, I'm not from Nigeria, don't send it to me again. Because what are the things the President is doing to do this? And if you look at the way the education is going on there now, I believe that no youth have future in that country. We don't have future. Now that we are here, the reason why I went to Nigeria in July is to go and get my thing to vote. And that's my first time I went to vote. I've never voted in my life. I vowed that I'll never vote. Because they can't give me what I want. So in this country, they can do. So what are the things the President is doing to make sure that this thing, like security. Like somebody comes from Washington now, I can decide to go and live in Arkansas tonight. Yeah. I can move to anywhere. And this country is safe. But our president, they are coming to see all this thing here. But what are the things the president is trying to do to make things good for us? Okay, that's my question.
So, thanks so much for the question. Please, I'll repeat again. I apologize if it sounds a little... the candidate has to be in San Diego tomorrow, and then Maryland on Sunday. In fact, that to me underlines the amount of spirit he's putting into this. His opponents are just sitting wherever it is in their scenic here and just enjoying themselves. So that tells you who is ready to put himself on the line, right? So that being said, please let's be really brief so that he can retire early and get some rest before he gets back on the road. I want you to ask the question so that he can just address both of them together and we can... Yeah, so this will be the last question and then he can just address both of them together and we can call it a night. Thank you so much, everybody. Please make it brief.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Uchenna Owuna from Imo State. I'm running for Imo State House of Assembly with a constituency. I'm using this opportunity to commend our President come 2019, Omoyele Sowore, for a great job, a great work that he's doing for our people in Nigeria. But I want to use this opportunity to remind our people that the future is not created, but is built. And we are here to build the future of our country, to create a better opportunities for those that are coming after us. The America that we are today, I believe, and I know from history, that people made America the way it is. Here that we're standing today, I believe was once a forest or a bush, if I may say. Somebody made it the way it is. So someone is going to make Nigeria the way that it's going to be, and we are the people. So I'm using this opportunity to, again, instead of asking questions, to thank you for the great work that you do for our people. And by the grace that God has put in us, we are going to make it happen come 2019. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So the question was about security and people.
Thank you. Well, before I answer this question, let me also, as a candidate there, just thank a lot of Nigerians out there. People who are out there risking their lives, their reputation, their resources for us. You know, something that's happening now has never happened in Nigeria before. I said it. The Nigeria that I grew up to know is Nigeria where people collect money from politicians, not where they donate money for someone to save the country. So this is amazing. So on the question of security, I want to answer it this way. What you saw in the north is happening across Nigeria. In fact, last year, and I can tell you from being a reporter before I started, there was a time perpetually every day, somewhere in River State, I think it's a Che local government, they were beheading people in the village. They would kill at least 5 people every day. It is because Nigeria had become somehow a country that is ungoverned. The large part of Nigeria is not governed by any rules or any law. It's just by instinct and impulses of criminals. And when you don't have that, anything can happen. If you don't mix that into ignorance, which is as a result of lack of education over these years, you put a little bit of that gasoline with religion, you are in trouble. But when you have governments that are functioning, there is going to be a stoppage to all forms of brigandage in the country. Most of the criminals you are seeing either in the north or the south, most of these extremisms are coming from politicians themselves. Because the more they divide, the more they're able to conquer the Nigerian people. You know, I've heard all kinds of narratives before as to which part of Nigeria is worse. Is it the north or the south? And most people will say, well, the north is dangerous. I can tell you in these last 8 months that the people that are most desperate to climb out of poverty are Northerners. Their own kind of poverty is almost embedded in their gene, and it's deliberate impoverization of generations of Northerners. Let me give you an example. The articles of this world in the eyes of an average Northerner is a religious person. The Buharis of this world is even referred to as a fanatic. But you cannot find articles son or daughter in an Almajiri school. They go to school in London or America. They go to the same secular schools you and I go to. They drink, they smoke, they do all kinds of things. The same thing with Buhari. All his children, as backward as Buhari is, it is not lost on him to send his children to school. Maybe it's because he didn't go to school, but he appreciated education. The last daughter, I think, has maybe just graduated from the university in London. But he's encouraging the pauperization and the miseducation of people in the north. So when you have a government in place that is able to police the country, that is able to provide an army that can support and protect the territorial integrity of the country, you will need this in the board. I say to people, you compare America with Nigeria. What is America in the 70s too? It's the same thing. There was a time people were getting lynched in this country because there were mobs who relished in lynching people, especially minorities, blacks. But today, it's no longer acceptable because the society evolved and government started to become one. And I can tell you that there was a time in the south of the US where the police will also be smiling when they are lynching people, because those are the right kind of people to lynch. In fact, there's still some form of lynching that goes on with police brutality in America today. But it is because society has developed and there are laws and institutions that are working. But what we must not lose sight of is that institutions cannot work without individuals who can motivate a development that will bring about the progress that every country needs. And sometimes people who do it are not appreciated. That's my greatest pain at this time, is that as much as we are doing this and as much as more and most Nigerians can see that what we are doing is the right thing, a lot of them are about to miss the boat. They are still going about red herrings, just like the conversation about, who did you support in the last election? But the same people who are complaining that we supported Buhari, which is not true, are supporting Atiku. Atiku is the one who provided the private jets that Buhari used in 2015. He gave money, he gave support, but the people who are articulating are the people who used to complain that, you are the ones who brought Buhari. Brought Buhari. If I could bring Buhari in 2015, I wouldn't be running for election. I would have just brought myself in 2019. So it's very important that we understand that the differences we have in Nigeria is not peculiar to Nigeria alone. It's peculiar to everywhere. But what makes a difference is the kind of leaders that pop up in different parts of this world. And they face challenges and they solve challenges with will, with capacity, with character, most times innovation and ingenuity as well. But we don't have leaders right now who can do that. I was on Channel TV last Sunday, and the reporter was pressing me, what would you do, different from the last government? I said at the point, have we ever had a government in this country before? So any form of government now will make a difference. Because we have never had a government. This government of trial and error that they are doing cannot be referred to as, because even the one that they taught us in prior secondary school governments, there's none of those variables that were taught, none of those conditions present about governments are in Nigeria government today. We don't have a functioning legislative system. We only have people who are collecting rent at the National Assembly. We don't have a functioning executive body. We do not have a judiciary that you can call a judiciary as defined by what we were taught in secondary school. So what are we talking about government? And we are saying we can bring a government that will work for everybody, that will be inclusive, that will distribute resources adequately, that will bring infrastructure, that will take care of health, that will bring the electricity, fight corruption, education, agriculture, and all of these things we mentioned are possible. They are possible within the so-called limited resource available to us. But our people refuse to take the decision that will bring about that government, and they're about to make another mistake now because of greed. And that is the reason why we're happening it upon people. It's the reason why we are still here at this time. As I usually say, you can't find Buhari after 4 p.m. It's not 4 p.m. No, I mean 4 p.m. Nigerian time. You can't find Buhari anywhere. Buhari works 4 hours a day, and that's all. You can't find Atiku at this time discussing policy. If you are discussing anything, it's how to share the money they stole before, planning how to steal more. But those of us who are discussing, there's no question probably that anyone has asked me here today that I've not answered probably 20 times already. And you know it, because contrary to what we think, they are also following us. They are watching us on YouTube and looking for loopholes that they can capitalize on, stealing ideas, and also freaking themselves out regarding how many Nigerians are following us. So it's very, very important that we make the right decision this time. And if we miss the boat this time, we miss it for another, for a generation. And that would be a tragedy that must not be repeated. Again, I can't thank you enough. I know I haven't thanked Mega Comrade and his team personally, but let me use this opportunity to thank you. Let me thank the musical group that came here tonight for free. That's fantastic work. Everybody that has come here tonight, and those of you out there who are still up late watching us from all over the world, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, South Africa, the United Kingdom, Sweden, wherever you may be tonight in Nigeria, thank you so much. Again, I'd love to tell you help is on the way.
AAC! AAC! Take it back! Take it back! Action. Take it back!
Action. And on that hopeful note, I want our president to be the last ring in our ears. Thank you so much, everybody, for your presence. It's been a wonderful night. Really appreciate your presence here. And have a wonderful weekend, too. Bye.
Thank you.